Chrisley knows best. Fans believe Todd's youngest son Grayson may have just taken a low-key dig at him on Instagram. What did Grayson do that has fans thinking it might have been a slight jab at his father? Keep reading for the details. Grayson Chrisley takes low-key dig at daddy? As Update of USA recently reported, Grayson Chrisley gained control of his Instagram profile after his father Todd landed in the slammer. Grayson wiped the information from his bio that claimed his father managed his page. And he turned his Instagram comments on. Sometime later, Grayson also went back and wiped his profile clean of anything his father had ever posted on it. Some fans couldn't help but wonder if the young man was trying to separate himself from his convicted felon father. More recently, Grayson Chrisley has updated his Instagram profile. Instead of updating his profile with a photo of himself, which is pretty standard, Grayson decided to toss up a photo of his father Todd instead. Chrisley fans were pretty quick to share a screenshot of the photo and call attention to it on Reddit. Fans were shocked and disgusted by the photo. They agreed it was very telling. Some, however, wondered if the young Chrisley may have actually been trying to take a slight jab at his father. The photo Grayson Chrisley is now using as his profile picture is a bug-eyed Todd Chrisley flipping a double bird for the camera while wearing a white shirt. On Reddit, fans admit it was a bit comical that Todd would pose for a photo flipping someone off considering he called himself a devout Christian. Here's what some other fans had to say about the photo. Such an angry little man. I literally pray for him every night, that he will humble himself, confess his crimes, to enable his children to begin healing. I don't know how you can be such a big Christian and glorify money the way they do. Some fans pointed out that this was not a photo Todd Chrisley would have ever posted on social media as it would quickly be twisted and taken poorly. So, some fans wondered if Grayson was actually taking a jab at his father by posting this photo. Do you think Grayson Chrisley was trying to throw a little shade at his father with this profile picture update? Or, do you think fans are taking the picture the wrong way? Share your thoughts with us in the comments down below. And, keep coming back for more Chrisley news. Grayson Chrisley has always been known as the quieter, more reserved member of the Chrisley family. While his older siblings have often been vocal, whether on reality TV or in interviews, Grayson has generally shied away from the spotlight. However, with the family's legal issues and their father Todd Chrisley currently serving time in prison, it seems Grayson has finally found his voice, albeit in a subtle, under-the-radar kind of way. Recently, fans have speculated that Grayson took a low-key dig at his father, Todd, during a recent social media post, and it has sparked quite a conversation about family dynamics, trust, and personal growth. The post that raised eyebrows. It all started when Grayson, now a teenager, posted a picture of himself in the gym, something not out of the ordinary for him. The youngest Chrisley sibling has been committed to fitness over the past couple of years, and his posts are usually light-hearted updates on his progress. But this time, it wasn't the image itself that caught people's attention, it was the caption. Sometimes you've got to lift your own weight when nobody's there to spot you, Grayson wrote. To the casual observer, the caption might seem like a generic gym motivational post, but longtime followers of the Chrisley family couldn't help but read between the lines. While his older siblings, like Savannah and Chase, have taken on the family's public battles, speaking out about their parents' innocence and navigating their lives as adults, Grayson has had to cope with the fallout in a different way. As the youngest, he's had to mature quickly, balancing school, social life, and the burden of family drama. Sources close to the family have suggested that the situation has taken its toll on him more than anyone realizes. The hidden message. So, was Grayson's caption really a veiled criticism of his father? Fans certainly thought so. On social media, the post immediately gained traction, with many commenting that the young Chrisley was calling out Todd for not being there for him. It's about time he said something, one user commented, while another wrote, Grayson has had to grow up too fast because of Todd's mistakes. But some fans had a different take. "He's just talking about the gym," one follower insisted. "Grayson's always been into fitness, and this is probably just a motivational quote." While it's possible that the post had no hidden meaning, others pointed out that the timing of the post seemed suspect. After all, Grayson has remained relatively quiet throughout the family's public ordeal. For him to post something so cryptic now, while Todd is still behind bars, raised more than a few eyebrows. A new chapter for Grayson. Regardless of the intent behind the post, one thing is clear: Grayson is starting to come into his own. Growing up in the public eye isn't easy, especially when your family is embroiled in controversy. For years, Grayson played the role of the good kid, staying out of trouble and away from the spotlight. But as he transitions from adolescence to adulthood, it's becoming apparent that he's not afraid to speak his mind, even if it's in subtle ways. In the past, Grayson has spoken about his struggles with the public's perception of his family. In one interview, he admitted that the fame and constant scrutiny had affected his mental health. "It's hard when people think they know you because of a TV show," he said. "There's a lot people don't see." Now, with his father in prison and his siblings stepping into new roles as guardians and role models, Grayson seems to be carving out a new path for himself. Whether or not he intended the gym post as a dig at Todd, it's clear that he's becoming more confident in expressing himself. And in a family where everything is constantly on display, a subtle jab, or motivational gym quote, can speak volumes. Todd's absence and Grayson's growth. With Todd absent from the family dynamic, Grayson has been forced to navigate life without the father figure who was once such a prominent presence. Todd, known for his overbearing and often controlling nature, had a firm hand in all of his children's lives, especially Grayson's. While this approach may have worked when Grayson was younger, it's apparent that being without his father has allowed him a level of independence he's never had before. Todd's legal troubles and subsequent imprisonment have undoubtedly changed the family dynamic. Savannah, now the de facto head of the household, has stepped up to care for both Grayson and Chloe, their niece. In interviews, she has expressed the difficulty of balancing her own life with her new responsibilities. Meanwhile, Chase has taken a more laid-back approach, still living his life with his signature humor but remaining loyal to the family. Grayson, on the other hand, has been navigating his teenage years without the traditional parental guidance that most kids rely on. For someone who grew up in such a controlled environment,